Hollywood eats recession. Hi, I'm Robert Maltby. As consumers cut back in the throes of the worst recession in the post-World War II era, one industry that's withstood the carnage in this economic storm has been Hollywood. Movie making continues to grow domestically and globally, and box office sales continue to set new records. 2009 is no different despite this tough economy, with box office up 13.8% versus last year, on a pace to approach nearly $10 billion in ticket sales in the U.S. alone, an all-time record. Escapism, for $10 a head, has been the hottest ticket in town and a needed diversion from today's grim economy. But a rising tide hasn't lifted all entertainment stocks and investment plays. Niche plays have fared well. As you will see, laughter and revenge are solid box office themes. Big 3D screens provide another attraction to get off the couch. IMAX, leading purveyor of gigantic 2D and 3D theater screens, delivered revenue up 43% from last year's first quarter. New theaters are opening up rapidly. IMAX is growing fast with its joint venture deals with multiplex operators such as AMC and Regal. IMAX is becoming a bigger bet on the success of movie releases. This could be the hottest summer ever for new releases, and IMAX could be a big beneficiary, with Star Trek, Night at the Museum, Transformers, and Harry Potter, and many more out soon. IMAX has 371 screens in operation worldwide. That's up 24% over the last year. 250 of these screens are commercial theater locations, and that is a sharp 40% improvement over last year. Just 73 of the systems are digital, so there's also room for upgrades. But broader-based media conglomerates such as Time Warner, News Corp, and Disney haven't fared as well. Their film and entertainment divisions are a small fragment of a larger firm that has large exposures to declines in other media such as TV, print, cable, where ad revenues continue to languish. Now, for our feature attraction, a one-on-one with one of Hollywood's top producers, financiers, and investors, Michael Mendelsohn. Today I'm here in Hollywood, California with financier and producer Michael Mendelsohn, who has been involved in over 300 full and feature-length Hollywood films. Michael's worked with the likes of Meryl Streep, Denzel Washington, and Al Pacino, Mel Gibson as well. Harrison. This day and age, you see a lot of products, a lot of embedded advertising. How does that work? How does that process work? How important is that from your end of the business?
Well, it's an added bonus, really, to have certain products promoted in the movies, and sometimes that adds a little bit of additional revenues. In the movies that we do, we've been able to get 20 to 25% returns for our investors. And with 20 to 25% returns to investors, we're attracting some of the major principals of private equity funds, hedge funds, back east and in Europe.
Certainly attractive returns.
Attractive returns, and we focus on certain key movies. You know, we find today that people want to laugh. So we're focused on comedies, family comedies. We just did a Renaissance Fair movie called All's Fair in Love, which stars Christina Ricci, Owen Benjamin, Cedric the Entertainer, and Margaret.
Is there a particular formula here in terms of a more profitable movie?
Well, if you look at there's two categories we're focused on in a recession: laughing and revenge. People want revenge. And so we've been focused on those areas, and the next movie that we're doing, which is based on the book Rape, a Love Story, is a revenge movie.
Michael, do you have any movies that combine both themes, revenge and humor?
Two families who go to Hawaii during Christmas break, and because of an overbooking in a timeshare, they end up having to stay in the same house, like cheaper by the dozen.
So how does an investor make money in films exactly?
Well, the investor makes money two main ways. They get an interest in the film, which is a back-end participation, and they get a current rate of return on their investment. Let's say 10% or 15 or 25, depending if they're a senior lender, a mezzanine lender, or an equity participant.
Have you ever been involved in a few where it got a little skinny, a little tight?
Oh yeah, sometimes it gets skinny and tight, and they come to look at the producer's fees for
You guys get cut first.
Well, we get deferred.
Deferred,
so a certain
okay.
portion gets deferred. Yeah.
Gotcha. How'd you get involved in this industry?
I started working for Johnny Carson in his mailroom at 16.
Things are really tough out there. You know, you read about it every day. How's the film business doing?
Well, the film business appears to be recession-proof. I mean, even if you look at the box office from last year to this year, in the first quarter of 2009, the box office is up over 13.5%. And I think people want to get out of the house and go to the movies and escape. And if you figure out that you can make a movie for $18 million and sell it for $24 million, that's a good investment. Particularly in a day and age where you just don't know what's going to be happening the next day.
Can you talk a little bit about the risks and the downsides in investing in films?
Sure, I'll talk about the risks and how we mitigate them. You're shooting a movie and you estimate the budget to be 18 and it ends up at 22. There are completion bonds that guarantee that the picture will be filmed and completed on time and on budget. Any difference in that, they have to pay the difference. And then there are situations where you make a movie and it just doesn't return what you think it's going to make. We've been very fortunate that we've had 99.99% return on all the movies that we've made and financed.
So, from Hollywood, California, with Michael Mendelson, financier and producer of over 300 full-length feature Hollywood movies, including some of the biggest ones made. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Nice to see you.